never expected marriage to change my career plans, but it did, and in ways I didn't plan for. If you're a doctor, a student, or a professional whose plans shifted after marriage, then this video is for you. I'm Julian Joy, and I want to share honestly how marriage changed my career direction. My original plan was actually UK, but it's interesting how I had actually started learning German that I had to put to a pause to kick on with the plab route, that's the UK route. And coming to think of it, God was literally planting seeds even before I understood the full picture, but that's a testimony for another day, not for this video. So, career vision before marriage was quite, not so far, but I could say was quite different. And I'm going to honestly share what changed after marriage. So here is the long distance reality, guys. No one really prepares you for what long distance marriage feels like, and making decisions alone, like these little decisions like, okay, what to eat today, and because you're not going to be eating with your partner. Sometimes you have to celebrate wins alone. Yeah. Time zones, visa processes, waiting seasons that slowly become part of your daily conversations. And love is still there, but so is patience, uncertainty, and a lot of trust. This is a period you truly not just learn, but understand that marriage isn't about just closeness, but commitment, especially when long distance is involved. So here comes the really big part, the decision making that has to transition from me to we. I had to learn that marriage isn't about sacrificing your calling, but aligning it. For sure, one of the biggest shifts is realizing that your decisions are no longer just yours, but ours. Yeah. Before marriage, I could easily plan where I wanted to go, how fast I wanted to move, and what made sense for me. I know you get what I mean. But now, every decision has to be filtered through us, our location, our timelines, our future. Yeah, so marriage didn't change my desire, it changed how and where I started to see that future unfolding. I was preparing for the UK pathway, but while we planned and prepared for our marriage, Germany slowly became part of the conversation. Yeah, as something that made sense for the both of us. Yeah, so my career realigned, and I'm learning to trust the God in the process even more. Yeah. And something very profound is that it wasn't about losing my independence, it was about gaining our alignment. And if you see it that way, because that's actually how it is, it changes the whole narrative. So this is what really stretched my faith, not like in big dramatic ways, but in quiet, everyday decisions. I found myself praying less about speed, and more about direction. Less about when will this happen and more about how do I walk right while I wait. And then I realized that obedience sometimes looks like waiting. There was a lot of pressure, both internal and external, to rush, to feel behind, and to compare. But I slowly learned that peace is a form of guidance. And if something came with constant anxiety and restlessness and all that unsettled and uneasiness, I rest and pause. I stopped forcing timelines just to feel productive or on track. And one big thing I learned is that choosing peace didn't mean giving up on my dreams. It meant learning to trust even more. And that trusting meant trusting that what is meant for me is truly for me. And it won't need panic to arrive. So if someone there is in a similar state, you're going through the process of waiting, just to remind you to choose peace. Let the peace of God guard your heart. And if marriage, relocation, or faith has reshaped your career journey, subscribe. I'm documenting this season honestly, and I hope it encourages someone. Yeah. See you next time.